here we are.
We're here?
Sort of.
Kind of?
Kind of.
Have we recovered yet?
Have we recovered yet? The answer to that is absolutely not. I am
No.
still perpetually tired from the weekend.
Oh,
So Ashley's here. Dana Stevenson is here. Hello, Dana Stevenson.
Oh, from a muser, from someone that's a Melanie Muse's
fantastic.
follower.
Oh, that's awesome sauce.
That's what the whole thing muser is.
She's got her own fans?
Yes.
It's like we call our people FC3-ples.
Yes, their fans are musers.
Melanie is here. Chrissy is here. I was the one with the blue hair at the con. Oh, okay. Okay. Vicky Storch. Hello, Vicky. Susan Harris. Look at all the people that we're not used to seeing. This is so cool.
We got out more than our 6 viewers.
We got more than 6 viewers. We're cruising up into the teens at this
14.
point. See, what we need to do now is basically make it look like we have something to say. And then people come and hang out. And then you come hang out with us, and it's a lot of fun.
John Ashton, Jason, Ann.
Hello, Robert. How you doing? Good to see you, Mr. LeBeau. Ashley's still here. Ann. Hello, Ann.
Chrissy.
You have 15 now.
No,
17.
Woo! 18.
This is
18. 19.
For those of you who are joining us for the first time, this is Nerd World News. Mighty Monkey's weekly little broadcast where we basically hang out. We talk about some things we found on the internet. Sometimes we have some convention information for you. Usually it's just the two of us having a good time and chewing the fat and getting to tell stories and talk about stuff. Yes, 1 week ago today we were starting our recovery from FC3 2022, where you and 4,000 of your closest friends all hung out for the weekend.
Chrissy, you had 20.
The Total Sports Experience in Gates. Now, we do have a special announcement. We're going to get to that in a little minute, but right now we're going to do, for all you new folks, this is the kind of thing we do typically. We're going to jump into our top story, and our top story is going to be this button. Oh, I'm sorry, I blocked you out again.
That happens.
I know.
I'll go this way.
And then I'm going to click on this picture here because in Sherlock Holmes 3, which is in production now, Johnny Depp will be portraying the villain at Robert Downey Jr.'s request.
Ooh.
Fans are really delighted that Johnny Depp and Robert Downey Jr. will finally appear together in film for Sherlock. I was going to say Star Trek 3 for some reason. Sherlock Holmes 3. These are rumors that Depp had been asked by Downey to take part in the Sherlock Holmes series. Depp responded favorably. Fans will finally get to meet Captain Jack Sparrow and Iron Man in a film where they square off against one another. The role of Johnny Depp will be in the third movie. This is let's see. This was an article from October 1st. Oh my God, HollywoodSaga.com, written by the admin of that particular thing. Okay, so what they're saying is, according to RDJ, let's see, he's going to be Johnny Depp will be playing the villain in Sherlock Holmes 3. The script is under wraps. I'm reading the bullet points at the moment instead of reading you all this silliness. But at the moment, they don't have a full story fleshed out. They do not have a release date, but the release date will probably be somewhere in 2024. And in the background, you will hear Juno, the Wonder Dog. So more on that as we find out, but this is an official thing. It's actually coming together, and as we learn things, we'll tell you. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to jump back to this one here, and let's see. And I'm going to click on that button, and look, it's Comic Chick time.
It is Comic Chick time.
Okay, you get.
Yeah, I was looking at the Sherlock Holmes 3 potential release date. They don't have one yet.
No, I think it's going to be 2024.
They're looking at starting to film at the end of 2022.
All right, so right around New Year's.
In Atlanta, Georgia. Everything has like been shifting, instead of like Hollywood to like film in Georgia. So like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dan is commenting on the fact that he's very proud of me for clicking the buttons. He taught you taught me all this. You should be doing it yourself, but no, I get it.
Clicking the buttons. I thought he's like,
I push people's
I was gonna say pushing buttons.
I push people's buttons.
I was waiting for that. So Comic Chicks, we are not comic chicking this weekend. We did comic chick last Wednesday. I have to say thank you to Christopher for bringing out his computer because I forgot mine. Mine normally, hi baby, yes, hi.
And there's your Juno sighting for the week.
I usually have my laptop at Ann's house, but then I had it at the con, so I didn't have it readily. So Chris saved the day.
I did.
Otherwise, it was going to be like this from our phones.
Yeah, I know. It would have been terrible.
So the first comic I have for you guys this week is Basilisk number 12. This is it. Not only the final confrontation between Hannah and Vanessa, but the Chimera's origins revealed. But who will make it out alive? And more importantly, what kind of monster will they become? I just loved the cover of this. So now I want to go back and find 1 through 11. So because I haven't read any comics lately because I've been busy. But I have to pick up the 5th comic of Quest Aside and actually start those. Okay, my next comic for tonight, which I thought was kind of cool, Sword of Azrael number 3. Not to be confused with that cat on the Smurfs, but sorry.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm showing my age here. Jean-Paul Valley's path to righteousness continues as he uncovers the antediluvian crucible. Try saying that 5 times fast.
That 5 times fast.
That gave shape to the first Azrael centuries ago. Buried deep within the heart of an active volcano, its halls hold the secrets of the Order of St. Dumas and the great beast who lived through it all. Wasn't St. Dumas in California for Bill and Ted?
No, that's San Dimas.
Oh, okay. Close. No, I don't know. And then this cover was
Ooh, baby.
just phenomenal.
Ooh, baby. I like it.
It was
like it a
not
lot.
picked for Chris, but okay.
I like it a lot.
Siren's Gate number 1. Superstar artist Shannon Meyer makes his writing and interior art debut. Red hot artist Shannon Meyer's covers have been showcased on some of the best-selling books in the industry, and fans have asked for years, when will he draw interiors? Well, wait no more, as Shannon makes his writing and interior art debut with this fiendish tale that explores the very nature of what we call reality, illuminated with a kind of stunning artwork that only he can deliver. Tara, an aspiring writer, has never thought of herself as anyone special. For better or worse, all of that is about to change. When a mysterious young man extends an unexpected invitation, Tara is awed at the opportunity to meet her literary idol, Lady Rose. This unique encounter sparks a series of events, forever thrusting her into a world of the unimaginable. What Tara once assumed to be nothing more than the imagined pages of dark fiction slowly begins to unravel itself as the true reality. Now, I'm just thinking of Susan Harris now. This is a comic that I think that you would like.
It's possible.
And I did start reading the first book that I bought from Susan last week.
Okay.
I'm like on page 2.
My daughter Juliana bought a fairly good chunk of Susan's books, and when I mentioned that there's a possibility that we were probably going to have Susan and Melanie over for dinner some nights, we can all talk.
She's
about
like, oh, I gotta get reading.
So get this. So Jules is like, give me at least 3 weeks notice so I can read all of the books, so I can at least talk to her about it. I'm like, we'll work on that, honey. All right. So we have a special guest star tonight, folks. This is what you were all waiting for. This is what the 2 dozen people, we got to almost 30, but people are like, oh, they're not getting to it fast enough. So you're going to find out all about it, but we've got the horse's mouth right here. There he is. El Presidente. Hail
Horse? Are you calling me a horse now?
One we all say hail to.
Hail?
You're calling me a horse.
So
we're going to hell?
Yeah.
So are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
This is the FC3 news that dozens of people are checking in for right the most. So I'm going to go ahead and it's all you, champ. Have fun with it.
It's all me. Whoa, hey, it's me. Yeah, so why was I in front of Total Sports Experience this past week? Well, we have signed a contract, we've put a deposit down, and we are ready for FC3 2023. Well, we're ready to announce it and start planning it. So we are excited that September 16th and 17th of 2023, we will be back for our next Flower City Comic Con. So, yay.
That was a brilliant job. Brilliant job. So that's it, folks. You've heard it here first from us. The dates, 2023. We are going to be back for the 7th Flower City Comic Con, coming at you like a spider monkey, September 16th and 17th. Once again, at the total
sports experience.
And can I say, no, Nico, we don't have any guests to announce yet.
Oh, poor Nico, leave it alone.
Deanna put it in the copy that there was no guest to announce yet.
Yeah,
Because you know
he's
we're
gonna
going to
ask.
have questions
People are gonna
within
ask.
the next 24 hours. Do you have guests yet?
Yeah. Typically, what's going to happen is guests don't like booking out 12 months in advance. They'll do
Yeah.
it sometimes, but they're very few and far between. So what you're going to see is that guest panels, the guest list will
Maybe.
probably start coming together usually like early summer. Spring, summer is when we're going to start seeing that because people will be like getting ready for 6 months down the road kind of a thing. So,
But dang it, announce Melanie and Susan for 2023.
oh yeah, Melanie Muses and Susan Harris will be at the 2023 show. Even if Susan's still in Ireland at the time, we'll fly her happy ass back because we love her so much. So yay, must put in at work. So
Yeah.
So yes,
folks,
Chrissy, put in for Friday full day.
Yes.
And I'm planning on doing something new this year where I'm going to not just take the Monday after the convention off, I'm going to take the whole week off because
Just to recover.
this
I
week-
barely recovered this week.
this week has been tough.
Well,
this week has
I don't
been
know
very
why. It's
tough.
been
I
harder
took
this week.
a half day on that Thursday before to pick up the shenanigans.
Mhm.
And then I had Friday and Monday off, and I actually fell asleep at my desk at lunchtime on Wednesday for about 10 minutes
Yeah.
while I had
Yeah.
students in the classroom.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
Thank God I was
Wasn't
with a second staff member.
I fell asleep at my desk at City Hall for a little bit. It was weird.
Yeah. But
Oh,
we
I'm
are
sorry, Dana.
yeah, we're
back
excited
to
to
North
be
Carolina
starting
prepare for the
planning
hurricane.
already. We're to see what we can do differently, what we can do better. Any suggestions that people want, we're always open to suggestions. We're trying to get a survey out just to kind of get people's opinions of how this year went, and hopefully get that out in the next week or so.
In the
Um,
meantime, let me do this real quick, Dan.
Yep.
Boom. All right. So at this time of every broadcast for Nerd World News, for the folks who are new and joining us for the first time, I will always end up posting. I always point this wrong too. That's my email and our link tree, which gets you to basically every piece of digital footprint that we have out there for all of our podcasts, our websites, I think there's our Patreon is all out there too. So if you have any questions, anything you would like to ask us about, feel free to reach out to me, or you can install any of the other director first names in front of the @fc3rock.org. You can put Dan, Tanya, Deanna, Ann, or Brian. So I'm going to jump back here real quick because you're so handsome. I love you so much. How are you doing, brother?
Do you guys
I'm
need
doing excellent now.
So, but yeah, this is great. This is going to be a lot of fun, and our 7th show, Dan.
Can't believe it.
The
We
three
got
of
through
us-
6.
The
and
three
now
of
we're
us are
up to
like the
7.
only remaining founding members of the original board way back from the day. Did any of us actually think we'd ever get this far?
I don't think we thought that we would get to year 7. I think we were hoping to get to year 5.
5 or 6. I was always making the joke that I've got 20 of these in me somewhere along the line. So the fact that we're almost halfway there already.
And
Well,
we all
Got a
get
third
very,
of the way
very
there. Chris.
tired.
Yeah.
I know.
So I
we
don't know
do.
if we can get 20.
Well,
into
20
us.
might be a bit much. 20 might be a bit much.
We'll be the consultants for the next.
I
group.
love that the comment section is just going completely bonkers. Ed, is so awesome to see you guys chatting with each other.
I'm assuming that Melanie bribed some of her muses.
Hey, that's perfectly fine.
Users to come
I
on.
love it. Muses, man,
We
you're
love
all
bribery.
welcome. This is wonderful. I
Keep
am
them coming.
so-
Keep them coming.
I am so happy to meet you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you all.
Yeah, we're still
And the
looking for
Dalek
5.
back, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because year 5 was going to be in 2020, but then of course COVID hit, and so year 5 kept getting pushed back. So in 2021, we unofficially named it FC36: The Search for FC35.
Okay, Stacy, you have to explain what's the major holiday in September that's that weekend. I don't understand.
Major holiday. I didn't catch
Yeah.
that one.
Up
Is it a-
here, she's like, "Oh darn, I'm not going to be able to make it. It's a major holiday." So
Well, I know that there's the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah in
Is-
later. Usually, it's like towards the end of September.
is that
But the one
when
in the
it?
middle, I'm not sure what's going on in the middle of September.
Maybe I'll just go to September
Yeah.
of 2023 and
Let's just look.
look.
Rosh Hashanah, she said, yeah.
Oh, and
Is
Rosh
it-
Hashanah is going to be that weekend. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
unfortunate. We were trying to actually just beat the weather. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry that we did that. But
We'll film it all for you to.
We'll be running live so that you can see it and enjoy it from home. But and so my blessings to you ahead of time on that one. Let's see, I have it on. It changes every year. It's like the Christians with their Easter. Easter
Easter's
jumps all over the
yeah.
place.
They don't have the 2024 Rosh Hashanah out yet.
Come here, come here, come here.
At least it's not on my calendar. Oh,
She's
Earthquake over there.
and this is Juno,
Juno
everybody.
quake.
For those of you who are new to the show, this is my my nearly 4-year-old Australian Shepherd. She is my mascot.
She 4 already almost.
Oh no, and I don't want to be molested by the dog today. Okay, I know. Okay, never mind. We're gonna get molested by the dog. Anyway.
yes. Everyone goes, puppy.
Puppy sighting.
Hi, baby.
Juno the Wonder Dog.
I know.
Juno the Wonder
Juno,
Dog.
look this way. Look, they want.
Juno, look over here. Look over here. See, there
See?
you go.
There you go.
Hello. All right, here we go. Hang on. Here we go. Okay.
Yes, the weather.
Juno is the
on-
real MVP of Nerd World News.
Yes, she is.
And I don't know why I wear black t-shirts and black hoodies when I have the dog on my lap, because then it's just white fur all over the place.
Yeah. Well, the weather wasn't horrible because it rained on Sunday, but it wasn't a total rain out on Sunday. And unfortunately, yeah, we can't control the weather yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So, friends and family, that is it. That's the big news. Now, we have some other stories for Nerd World News tonight. Hang out with us. We do have a couple of things we like to do towards the end of each show. I am really excited to see a lot of new faces in our comment section. You guys are welcome every week. We do this every Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It is also broadcast on our YouTube and our Twitch channels, so you can catch us on there as well. And then on our Facebook, you can always DM us with private messages if you have questions there. I did show you my email. I'll put that back up in a little bit. But it was great to see you guys. And now I'm going to jump back into the next story. Excuse me, Dan. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. President. Hang out for the rest of the show. We're going to catch up with you in a minute. All right. So then I'm going to go here. And I'm going to click on this, and look at that. That is the next thing we're going to talk about today, because something caught my attention while I was surfing the internet the other day. And I'm finding out that there is a possibility that Warner Brothers is actually deleting purchases of their digital content off of your library. And I thought you should probably know about that. So we're going to figure out what's going on there. There's a lawsuit going on. And then so the question is asked, do we really own the digital purchases we make from websites, even sites as big as Amazon or Disney? The question has resurfaced on Twitter as social media personality Shoe on Head tweeted 2 screenshots addressing it recently. The first is a headline from comicbook.com, and the second was a screenshot of a thread from another Twitter account. It seems that Warner Brothers has seen fit to remove some of its content. Aside from the Warner Brothers issue, comicbook.com tweeted user BD reads, Marvel Studios won't be releasing physical copies of its Disney Plus shows. And they're including a link to a 2021 article on the site. The article indicates that Marvel Studios has no plan to release, excuse me for English being my second language today, release shows such as WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Blu-ray or DVD. It does not preclude this from happening in the future, but indicated the only way to own copies of these shows at the time of writing was digitally by virtually having a Disney Plus account. And this apparently has not changed at this time.
Okay, so if you have a Disney Plus account and you have it digitally,
Yes.
but what if they take it off?
If they take it off, then you lose it, is essentially what they're saying. So now this is creating a whole conversation about digital ownership of digital media, and that's going to be creating this whole new, we have been in a technological evolutionary cycle for the past, 10, 20 years at this point,
Right.
when it comes to streaming services and digital content. So this whole question is now going to start bringing that entirely front and center and making it a conversation. There's lawsuits going on. There's legislation being considered, as I was reading the article. So this could be really an interesting kind of a concept. I'm going to bring Mr. President back in. I did want to kind of rifle through that graphic there. And there you are. Hello, Daniel.
Hey,
What'd you think of that? I know you're a big collector of media and files and data and whatnot, being Mr. File Sponge yourself. But
yeah,
what's your input on this type of a thing?
I don't know, because gosh.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, you want to believe that, if you buy, however you buy it, it's yours forever type of thing. But
Right.
digital is just such a different world now.
Yeah.
Do you trust the cloud? Do you trust this? Do you still keep your physical media? They're like, for music, if it's music I really love, I'll still buy the physical CDs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I don't use the music streaming services. I burn MP3s off on my own, and I use those still in my stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
but movies and stuff, it's so easy to have everything at your fingertips digitally, though. So it's kind of I don't know if it's scary is the right word, but it's kind of unnerving that your digital content could just disappear at someone's whim.
Yeah. And I think that was something that spurred a lot of this conversation to occur, was the fact that somebody went back to watch something that was in their menu of things that they had purchased, and it was not there anymore. And upon further investigation, they discovered that the provider just up and said, "We're done here."
Right. You should be, if you purchase it, you should be able, it should remain yours. But the fact that they remove it, just, because even if you purchase it, that's even worse. So,
yeah.
There was there's been some videos, some services which have gone away, but you've been able to transfer your purchases to another service.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one of them was. I had a couple of movies that I purchased on another video service that's defunct now, but before it went away, so to transfer your purchases, do this type of thing. So it was still my purchase. So
I smell a podcast topic. It could be what we need to get back in the saddle after a couple of years of not broadcasting anything or recording anything. A podcast, you say?
We have a podcast?
We had a couple of them in our day.
Yes. What is it? 100 and something? What did we get it to?
We got to 202.
202?
202 episodes of Monkey Business over 6 years. And then Dan and I did about almost a dozen episodes of Dan and Chris. Chris and Dan Save the World, or Dan and Chris Save the World.
Dan and Chris Save the World, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Jason's saying you must save.
Jason's encouraging us to save the world. Are you feeling your teeth now?
Starting to.
Yeah. Somebody had a dentist appointment today that didn't go as fun as she was hoping it would. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, all right. At least save the world, Chris. We should
get back to saving the world.
Yes.
For those of you who would like to know what we're talking about, refer to that previous Mighty Monkey link tree. Let me see if I can find it here. Hang on a second.
Melanie wants to take over the world.
Ooh.
There you go. So that link tree right there, see that right there, click on that, and it'll take you to our podcasts. There's also another great podcast where Chrissy Harding and James Irish talk about games, board games, video games, computer games, the works. They're the Baker St Irregulars. That's a regular there. Then we have Monkey Business and Dan and Chris Save the World. So we have that going for us on that one.
And I see that the event for FC3 is already live.
Yes, it is.
And people are already commenting on it.
That's fantastic.
That's already commenting.
Several people are already interested in.
Jim Muscatello, who was that?
I think Jim Muscatello is the one with the sabers, I think.
Oh, that's great. Oh, wow.
I think he's the one with the sabers.
Very cool.
So someone said they're already going. Somebody's already tagging somebody else in there.
Awesome. See, I love it. I love that you guys are so excited, and we're going to do everything we can to bring you not just the same experience, but more and better every year. We're always going to try and do something different. We're already in talks on how we're going to change up some things. And we're already kind of batting some guest ideas around now so we can start doing some research. So when spring rolls around, we can start making some announcements. So keep tuned, stay tuned. And we will see you again in 1 week's time for the next edition of Mighty Monkey's Nerd World News. And so for Dan and for Tanya and for myself, I say have a great week. Have a safe week. And we will talk to you again next week. We're gonna go now. Bye-bye.